Hello again, English 101 students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomingberg. Hope you're off to a great start to a new week. And the purpose of this video is just to make sure you understand what I'm asking you to do in week 3. This very much is a transitional week in the class because we've gone from what we did last week, and we had a wonderful discussion based on the inquiry reading and Naomi Klein's No Logo. And we're going to use that as a springboard into the draft plan and subsequent essay assignment related to the Klein article. So as you can see, I'm on Blackboard, and the first place I'm going to go is in the corner. I'm going to go to course content, and from there I'm going to go to the week 3 folder, which has the date of August 28th through September 3rd. The first place to start is always with the coursework sheet because that's going to give you the information you need to know in terms of the assignments for the week. So I'm going to click there, and for brevity's sake, I'll pull it up as a PDF file. And remember, it's listed as a PDF and Word document. They're the exact same listing, it's just in different formats for your convenience. So readings, you are assigned to read both the assignment sheet for the draft plan and the summary essay assignment sheet as well. But only the draft plan is due this week, and we're going to talk about that when we take a look at the draft plan. And note as well that these are two different assignments. The draft plan is actually designed to help you get ideas for the summary. Also, I've asked you to read the drafting process sheet as it's going to explain the rewrite opportunity. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Summary notes and video. This is not a video that I have made, but it is a video that I think you'll find helpful that's going to introduce you to what summary is, kind of walks you through the lesson, as well as the handout that's been put together is going to give you some very useful information as well. And then the draft plan, as I said a moment ago, is due this week. Take a look at it, look over it carefully. Note your deadline of Sunday, September 3rd by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And the other hands-on assignment this week is in the discussion board, where I'm asking you to take some time to look at the rewrite opportunity, draft plan, and summary. And so that's what's on the agenda this week. And once you have a pretty good handle on what I'm asking you to do, you can go back to the week 3 folder. And the next information tab that you'll see is on summary information. Now, I've put together a couple of handouts for you related to how to write a summary. They're all in PDF form. So take a look. I think you'll be able to understand it, the qualities of a summary, 2 techniques for writing summaries, and again, some good pointers that I think will help you as we're moving into that assignment. In addition, there's another PDF file. This one walks you through a little bit more of the process of when you're going through Klein's article and pulling out your main ideas. It kind of shows you the things that you can look for in a selected piece of writing. And I think, again, you'll find that helpful. Go back again. The video is here as well. And it's an embedded video, so when you watch it, please note that I didn't make it, but you might want to take some notes because I think you'll find it helpful. It's not a very long video. It's just, I think, a skosh over 9 minutes long. And you'll find a lot of good information about mastering the skill of summary writing. So go here first before you even start looking so much at the assignment and draft plan, because I think you'll find it helpful that way. From there, take a look at the listing of the rewrite opportunity, the draft plan, and the summary. So let's click on that folder and take a look. First of all, everything is listed as both a Word document and PDF file. So the first thing you'll find is the rewrite opportunity. We'll go ahead and pull that up as a PDF file. Here's the biggest thing you need to know is that you are allowed 1 rewrite opportunity throughout the semester. Please note that the opportunity can be used on 1 of 3 essays. Now we have 4 essays total, but the 4th one's going to take the form of the final, so you can't use your rewrite opportunity on the final. Here's how it works. If you're not pleased with the score you receive on an essay assignment, you will need to let me know within 1 week if you plan to use your rewrite opportunity. From there, you're going to be given 1 week once you notify me to complete a revision on the draft. And as soon as you let me know, I'm going to walk you through how to get that rewrite opportunity to me. But again, I stress to you, it's important that you let me know within 1 week of receiving your score if you plan to use your rewrite. If I don't hear from you within 1 week, I'm going to assume that you're okay with your score and that you don't plan to use the rewrite on that particular essay. Also know that you're never required to use your rewrite. It's just in your pocket in case you're dissatisfied or displeased with an essay score. And when we get to the discussion board, I'm going to ask you a series of questions about that, but we'll hold tight just for now. I want to go down and look at the draft plan for just a minute, and again, I'll pull it up as a PDF file. This is what's due this week. Now, please note the draft plan's different than the essay assignment. The draft plan counts as an assignment score, whereas the summary essay counts as an essay score and carries a whole lot more weight. But the draft plan's what's due this week. And just to explain, this is structured in such a way that you can get ideas towards your summary, and I think if you spend some time considering these questions or points that I'm looking for, it'll really help you out. If you pull it up as a Word document, by the way, you can actually type on the draft plan. I have it as a PDF file, and I give it to you as both in case you have trouble with one format or the other. But on a PDF file, you can't actually type or make changes, so you need to note that. But I've asked for your name, and the first thing I've asked you is, what is Naomi Klein's main argument? Or in other words, spend some time looking at her thesis statement in the article, and I know we talked a little bit about that last week, but go ahead and note that in a sentence or no more than a couple of sentences. From there, you're presented with blocks of information, the first of which asks you to include information on Klein's background. You can use the notes that were provided. Don't forget about the lecture video in the Week 2 folder. You might find that helpful as well, and that'll allow you to fill in that block. Of course, it's important to know the author's background when you're thinking about point of view. And so in a summary, it's always critical to know what the author's point of view is. And then what are some key points you've identified for no logo? So you're going to want to go through the article this week before you complete the draft plan and just pluck out from each section the main ideas. My face-to-face students actually worked a little bit on that in class today, but of course you're online students, so I can't walk you through every single part of that. But if you look at the article, you'll notice that it's broken into sections by title. You might just go a section at a time and pick out 2 or 3 of the main ideas from that. And what does Klein do to make her argument stand out? So you might want to note that structure-wise as well. Finally, in the draft plan, who is Klein's audience, and how does she show an awareness of audience? So speak a little bit about to whom it is she's writing and how that may influence her point of view. And does she give information to show a counter-argument? Please note that a good piece of writing will usually acknowledge the opposite side of whatever it is that you're trying to argue, and see if you can find any of that in Klein's article. And that's your draft plan, and again, that's due this week. And just to go back, we're going to take a look at the essay assignment sheet. Now, this is not due this week, but it does walk you through some deadlines. It says, in a 2 to 3 page paper, present a summary of Naomi Klein's No Logo. Please review the handouts and the video in the Week 3 folder for information regarding summary writing. Now, to be successful, here's what I'm looking for. You must have a draft that's 2 to 3 pages long, and that's keeping in the spirit of a summary that's about 1/3 the length of the original paper or article, which Naomi Klein's is about 7 pages. But it's dual-sided as well, so it may be even a little bit longer than that. But remember, the point of a summary is to condense and to use your own words, so you want to note that as well. Follow the classroom writing guidelines, 12-point Times New Roman font, double-spaced with 1-inch margins. Adhere to written standard English, which means making sure your use of proper grammar, mechanics, punctuation, and spelling is in check. And then the due dates again for the draft plan is going to be Sunday, September 3rd by midnight. And then actually that deadline is not right. I'm going to have to send that out as a follow-up announcement. But that the next deadline is not actually the 7th. I'm going to check my calendar. I don't know why I put the 7th there. I apologize. It's actually September 10th. So I'm going to go in and make the changes. So hopefully by the time you notice it, it's going to be fixed and that's not going to be so confusing. But for the video, please note your summaries due the following Sunday, which is not the 7th, but it is September 10th. I'll get the change on that. And so I'm going to go back to the week 3 folder, just a couple more things to show you, and then we'll wrap up this video. There's a link to the discussion board, which you can use the link in the week 3 folder, or over here in the blue box is a series of links that'll take you to the discussion board. Either way, you can click. And what I'm asking you to do is once you've reviewed the draft plan, the rewrite explanation, and the essay assignment sheet, address the following. Does the rewrite opportunity make sense? And how will you have to use critical thinking when considering the rewrite if you plan to use it? What seems to be the most challenging part of the summary assignment? And what do you think about the draft plan? In other words, how do you see that functioning to help you get ideas for the summary? You guys are doing a wonderful job on these discussion assignments, by the way. But I want to stress again that what you need to do is post your own response of 100 words and then go back and check in to see what your classmates are posting. Now a little bit later in the week I'm going to post some information in that discussion assignment related to writing process, and I think you'll find that helpful. So take a look at that and let me know what you think. And one other thing to show you, and again I'm going to go to the week 3 folder. Excuse me. When it comes time to submit your draft plan, you're going to do it in the week 3 folder down at the very bottom. It says summary draft plan and it says please submit your draft plan here. You're going to click that link and it's going to count as 10 points for an assignment score. You're going to use browse my computer across from attached file, which I've highlighted, and right across from that's browse my computer. Once you've saved your draft plan, you're just going to pull it up using Browse My Computer, and you're going to click Open, which I won't do that here because I would be attaching something entirely different. But somewhere below Browse My Computer, you should see your file attach. Please do not copy-paste your assignment in the comment box. The comment box is just if there's something you want me to know about the assignment. So you might say, had a difficult time with this one, look forward to your feedback, or something along those lines. The point of the matter is the actual assignment does not go in the comment box. You use Browse My Computer to attach it. And then once you've attached it, you're just going to hit submit either on the top or down on the bottom in the blue colored box. And that will send it to me on Blackboard, and from there I can review it. That's it, folks. I think we've walked through everything with week 3, but as you can see, this is a transitional week where we're getting a little bit more hands-on with the writing part of our theme, which again comes from Stephen King, where he says, if you want to be a writer, you must do 2 things above all others: read a lot and write a lot. Key word for this week, by the way, we talked about it last week. Diligence was the key word, and that was a bonus question on the quiz. You don't have a quiz this week, but I want to let you know that persistence is the key word this week. That is, be persistent in continuing the good work that you're doing, meeting your deadlines. There's a lot on the plate and a lot of information, I know, but if you can be persistent, you can persevere and be successful this week. Look forward to responding to your postings in the discussion board. If you have questions, as always, let me know. But good luck with week 3 assignments.